Oh, okay. What's up, guys? This sun's right in my eyes. Welcome to the first video. I don't even think I'm gonna upload this, but welcome to the first video of coding an app because the job market is absolutely horrible. And honestly, I feel like the chances of having an app or something catch some sort of traction is honestly just about the same as landing a job nowadays, especially as a junior. So me and my friend have been working on this app for couple months now. We started it last year. That's when the idea kind of originated, but we didn't really start working on it till the beginning of this year in January. And then we took a couple months off with exams, and we kind of ramped it back up at the end of exams. So honestly, the last 2 months I would say is like we've put in a solid effort on it. Basically, what the app is just an all-in-one. The vision we have for it is pretty huge, but the one we want to release, the most basic version we want to release, is literally going to just be an organization app for students. So it combines calendar, to-do lists, assignments, tasks, everything that you need for school all into one. And then we're going to be incorporating a lot of AI stuff to make students' lives so much easier. Like you'll have all your notes all in one spot, and then you'll be able to just pick a class, whatever course you want, and translate it into flashcards to study from. Even imagine having like an AI tutor that has full context of all of your classes, all of your notes. So it's not going to give you answers that are relevant to classes that aren't even yours. It's going to be relevant to exactly your classes because it has the database of all your notes, all your assignments, all of it. That's kind of the basic version of what we want to do. But I was honestly thinking, like, the version we're going to release is going to be so basic. We want to do it, it's June 24th right now, but we want to release it by August 31st, just so like when the fall semester starts, kind of kicking into gear there. But the version is going to be so basic that it won't really have anything crazy. Like the AI functionality probably won't be in place yet, so it's just going to be a simple organization app with a subpar calendar. Because as I'm thinking about it, as we start working on it, I'm starting to realize every kind of feature we want to include is its own micro SaaS on its own. Like there are already flashcard generators, there are already probably like stuff to analyze your notes, summarize your notes, all this kind of stuff. But we kind of wanted to include it all into one and make it good, because that's the problem with all these all-in-one softwares. Usually they lack in certain areas, right? And we kind of want to do it all in one, to have literally everything in one spot. You don't have to worry about using a bunch of stuff. This light keeps turning on and off because of the sun. So I'll give you a quick demo of the app right now. But like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna upload all these. These are literally just for documentation purposes. We might even pivot from this idea. I don't even know if we're gonna stick with this idea, because I'm starting to realize like the end goal is really, like, I think it's a great idea, but to get there, it's going to take a lot of time. And I think the version that we release in August I don't think it solves enough or a big enough pain point for people to actually want to use it. So I don't know. I mean, we're not really expecting anything huge to come out of this. We still have like a couple other ideas that we might want to put our time into as well, but we want to at least get something out there, get people's feedback, and kind of go from there, right? Because I don't want to, the worst thing you can do is just sit on an idea and just never publish it, or you try to make it perfect. It's like you got to just go fast and get feedback as quick as possible, fail fast, pivot fast, whatever you have to do. But yeah, the idea is I kind of want to just literally keep videos super raw. There won't be any fancy edits. At most there'll just be like maybe a weird intro that's pretty cringe, but with like lo-fi music or something like that to set the mood. But it will be for the most part just raw, and that's because it's just for my documentation purposes. If you guys resonate with it, then perfect. But yeah, I just want to document it and kind of capture, like, if I'm going through problems with stuff, kind of talk about it, like explain new features, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole gist of that, or why I'm making these videos. And I don't even know what the frequency is going to be. It might be once every 2 weeks, once a month. Like, I have no idea. So just to give you a demo, this is the login screen here. I'm gonna log in quickly. So I'm gonna do a speed run of this. So this is the dashboard. I wanna make a lot of changes to this. Just in particular this section. I kinda wanna just change, like, there's a lot of things I wanna change with this. But anyways, overall courses here. You have all your courses, you have your tasks, you have your daily itinerary for the day, list of assignments that you have coming up, like sorted by what's most recent. Yeah, you have your individual classes. So this is also, we're doing a lot of updates to this, so it's pretty empty right now, but this is just kind of your individual class. You'll be able to do like a bunch of stuff in here. Here you have your notes, and I'm gonna also, it's a common theme, making a lot of changes to this too. We used to have a horizontal nav bar, so we added a sidebar, so now it kind of squeezes things too much. So we want to kind of change that a bit. But you have your folders, you can create your folders, add your notes in. You have your notes here, which is, it's like a Notion-like text editor. So you can write your notes that way. Full screen them if you want. We have a workboard where you can, I personally just like to use this to keep track of all your assignments. You can track them if you want to, if they're like in progress, right? Just to kind of have a high level overview of where everything is. Because I know, like with all the assignments, they have to do it once. It really gets overwhelming. Edit your courses. You can add courses or assignments, and we have a calendar here too, where you can schedule events. I don't think I have anything today, obviously, but yeah, schedule events in, add lecture times, whatever you want. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna need a lot of work because there's so many apps that are just a calendar, and it's like I don't want to compete with the calendar apps, right? So it's like it's a hard decision to know how far we want to take the calendar itself. But that's honestly basically it. We have an assignments page that I'm working on right now, grades, but this is all without the AI stuff. So there's so much to add. Quickly create notes here if you want. Add it in a folder, or you can create a new folder, whatever. Just basic stuff for right now. But like I said, it's going to be a very, very minimal version that ends up getting released. If you guys do want, we are going to need some testers, preferably if you're a student, just for when we do release in August. So you can come to this link here, if it will focus. Notably.ca. It's not going to focus, but yeah, there you go. Notably.ca, and you can toss in your first name and email, and you get added to the waitlist, and then you'll get an invite. I'm going to start sending emails out soon because we already have a bunch of people on the waitlist that I got a while ago. I was doing some test marketing, and I got like 30 people to sign up to the waitlist. But that was all like back in January, and I haven't done anything since. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they're even going to still remember what the hell this is, and if they even remember whether they signed up. But yeah, if you're interested, go to this link. You can sign up for the waitlist. You'll get an email, and you can be one of the first to test it out. We're going to have a nice feedback thing where you'll be able to write in your feedback, see what's in progress, what's next. And you can create your own tickets of stuff that you want added, and we can potentially add it in. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff to do still. It hurts me bad. Oh shit. What in the fuck? They sleeping? Are they alive? What's up, guys? So it's been a very long time, probably like a month since the last clips, and I'm actually editing the video right now. So like I said, I think I mentioned it in that clip that I'm using, but I don't know the frequency of these, but I'm just compiling just random clips together and just kind of leaving it at that. I don't want to stress about it too much because it's literally just purely documentation. So I don't really want to think about too much of I gotta make this video clickbait or fucking have to have a good flow into shit. I don't want it to really matter. I literally just care about documenting shit and talking about random stuff. So yeah, anyways, since it's been a while, I'm gonna give you a quick update on things, on just some things that we changed. So I think I mentioned the notes page is gonna change. So now we have your courses up here, and then you have your folders here, and now you can actually put folders inside folders. So that's gonna be nice. You can, we want to make them draggable, but for now we just have like this move thing, just to move them, just to keep it simple, because the draggable might take a little bit. If we have time, we'll implement it. But so that's the notes section right now. What else we change? I think this is, I don't know if assignments should be somewhat similar as last time, I believe. Oh yeah, and then we have this new agenda page. It's not fully done. We're gonna have like schedule here with like maybe a couple additional pop-outs, but this is basically, you can go back and forth in between days, and it's like everything you want to do on this page is going to be just for this day. So obviously it defaults to the day you're on. So if you're somewhere else, it's going to be just today, and you can add tasks, remove them, whatever, just to give, like, I like to think of it as like whenever I start my like day, I like to list out like 3 main things that I want to do, and like this is the spot for it. There's some notes too, that if you want to write any notes, and it's obviously to this day, so I don't know if you want to come back to it. Might add a section for like missed to-dos as well, but then this button, I don't know if it's going to work fully yet, or eventually, or I don't know if it's going to work properly for like the first release. But the idea of this button would be like you click generate and it generates your tasks, like your top 3 tasks for the day based on like your work board, right? So based on what's due, what's coming up, what's the highest priority, all that kind of stuff. And what I'm working on now is this flashcards thing, which I'm thinking is going to be a paid feature. It's literally super basic. I was just getting it hooked up with OpenAI. I have like a hard-coded document, and so when you click generate, it just summarizes it. But what I'm working on now, or what I'm going to work on today, is, or not summarizes it, it breaks it up. It reads the document and then breaks it up into flashcards. So like gives you the data here. I'm still trying to learn. If like what the best way to, because this is my this is one of my first times using OpenAI. Like I've used it in the past, but for like a very simple use case, and it was a long time ago. It was literally 1 year ago. But apparently there's something called function calling that I'm going to look into, because I think this might work better for what I'm trying to do when it comes to like generating flashcards and that kind of thing. Because right now, like I have the data here, and I could easily ask it to get into JSON format, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, if you want it to be consistent with, not consistent, if you want it to be like 100% accurate, you have to use functions. Apparently if you use the chat, it's like not 100% accurate, something like that. Like I'm sure I could just tell the chat, like prompt it to just be like, put it in JSON format, and then I can easily map it, call whatever I need to add it to my database. But I think I'm gonna take a look into function calling, see if it's even relevant to what I'm doing, and if it is the right way to do it. But then, yeah, so then the idea behind this would be, I mean, I have the mock-ups here. So this is kind of like just a basic version of when you go to the flashcards thing, you'll have your sets, and these can be generated based on your class, or they can be manually created. And then when you're actually inside of one, then you get the actual cards here, and then you can, I'm still trying to figure out, but this is like the very broad overview of what I want to start making. I'm going to start with this, just be able to generate or create flashcard sets. And then how I think I want it to work is you click generate, right? Or create, I guess it's not generate yet. It is technically generating, but like maybe it's a better word to say create. But create, you select the notes. Ideally I want to do, maybe the select notes works fine. I don't know. I still have to give that a thought. Like almost like a checkbox of all the notes that you want to turn into flashcards. And then it'll read through all those files and then generate from all those files into flashcards. I'm thinking that's just what I'm gonna start with, and then I'm eventually gonna also make it where you can enter a topic in and then just create, like, you don't have to link it to any notes. You can just type a topic and it will create you flashcards based on that topic. Just if you didn't have notes, I don't know, just something extra to have, because why not? It'd be a simple extra prompt. But yeah, I'm actually, like, this got me kind of re-excited about everything. I was gonna leave this out of the first release, and I might have said this before, but I'm not sure if I want to make this paid or not, because it does cost money to obviously use OpenAI. It's pretty cheap, but I don't know, it might be a paid feature, and that might be like the only paid feature for now, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll just leave it, since there's gonna be like only a few people using it off the rip. Maybe we just leave it as free, and then people can use it, and then, or maybe we limit it or something like per, like five uses per month or something like that, or limit the amount of, I don't know, I can figure it out. But yeah, another thing I want to add as well, not really similar to the agenda page, but it's gonna look similar, is going to be like a focus page, where that's where you go in to create your focus sessions, and you can start your focus sessions. And what a focus session is, or the idea I had for one, was that's like going to be kind of how you start your like deep work sessions. So I want to look into seeing how you can block sites when you're in the focus session. But like basically it's going to be like you have the option to add the Pomodoro timers if that's how you like to work. You'll be able to see it throughout the app. It'll also be able to track like your work. You'll be able to tie the focus sessions to what you've actually got done, so you'll track your progress and how much time you've spent on all this kind of stuff. I mean, that's a very high level overview of it, but just a place to go to have all your focus sessions and start your focus sessions. Because originally I wanted to have it called like Pomodoro or timer or something, but I think focus and making it more than just a timer, and make it a whole, like, a spot where you go to create your focus sessions, to like really like schedule them in. They'll go to your calendar, and then that's like where focus really happens. And if I could block external URLs like YouTube, Instagram, and anything like that, it would be much better. But we'll see. We'll have to see how that all works, because I have no idea. You might need a Chrome extension for that, because I don't know how you're gonna block URLs from inside of another website. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it would have to be a Chrome extension. But I mean, I don't know if it would be that difficult, but that's probably a later problem. I don't think I'm going to worry about blocking URLs until like much later after the release, because yeah, it's July 23rd right now. So like we only have like about a little bit over a month to really kind of hammer stuff out. And I keep thinking like, oh, maybe I should just push it to make it more complete. But like, apparently it's good to just release it early, like not expect too much from it, but just get it out there, get some feedback early on. There was a founder of some sort of some big company now. He said if you're not embarrassed of your first version you release too late. So I'm kind of following that, in the sense that, like, I don't want to say I'm embarrassed by it, but there's definitely like a lot of stuff that I still want to add to it to make it complete. But you're never going to complete it. Like, it's never going to be finished, right? There's always going to be more shit to add. So I mean, like, I feel like the sooner you can just get something out there, and if it does a basic version of what you want your app to be, then it's like you may as well just release it. If no one uses it, great. If someone uses it, great. Like, who cares? Like, you're just gonna keep iteratively adding things, right? So I don't think there's a rush.